guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different. That I would sit here, chit chat with you guys and tell you guys about how I quit smoking this past year. So if this is something you guys want to see, or if you are currently a smoker and are trying to find ways to quit smoking, then just keep watching. Okay, so a little backstory on when I started. I drank a lot in high school, let's be honest. Like every weekend I was out drinking with friends and I hung out with a lot of older people, so I kind of started smoking just to be cool, I guess. Like I would ask people for a cigarette here or there because other people were smoking. So I was doing that for a while, and then when I turned about 17 I would find people to buy cigarettes for me because here in Iowa you have to be 18 to buy cigarettes. So I would find somebody who was 18 to buy cigarettes for me, and I would have a pack that would last me like either a week or a week and a half or something, and then I would get a new pack. So I wasn't like extremely addicted, I was just kind of getting into it. So when I turned 18, that's kind of when I started to get like addicted to it, I guess you could say. I started buying my own packs, but it was funny because I didn't like want my family or anybody to know that I was smoking, and I was kind of trying to hide it even though I was 18 and it was legal for me. My best friend at the time, she actually smoked too, so every single night she would pick me up at like 6 o'clock or something, and we would drive down the road, smoke a cigarette, and then she would drop me back off. And finally my mom was like, look, I know that you smoke, you can smoke out on the deck, you're not smoking in my house, just don't try and hide it from me, you know, like I'm not dumb, I can smell it on you. So when I was 19, that's when I started dating my current boyfriend right now, and he smokes as well, and he smokes quite a bit. He usually smokes like a pack and a half, 2 packs a day. I guess when I moved in with him when I was 21, I kind of started smoking a lot more, and I was smoking like a pack a day then. And when I was 23, I actually tried to quit smoking cold turkey. I just woke up one day, I was like, I'm not gonna smoke, and it was terrible. Like, I didn't realize that you could have withdrawals from trying to quit smoking. You know, I thought you could only have withdrawals from drugs and stuff like that, but no, you can have withdrawals from smoking as well. I was super nauseous, I had a terrible headache, and that night I could not sleep. Like, I already have a hard time sleeping. I actually take sleeping medication, but I didn't then. And I couldn't sleep. Like, I laid in bed for like 8 hours trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep. And it was terrible. The next day I felt even worse, and I was like, I give up, I can't do this, I'm gonna smoke, I don't care anymore, I can't do this. So I started smoking again, and then I guess this past year my mom's just been like grilling me, telling me, you know, you seriously need to quit, it's such a bad habit. And I have really bad asthma. I have my whole life, and I have a terrible smoker's cough from smoking. Most people my age do not have a smoker's cough already. Like, I sound like a 60-year-old woman who's been smoking for 50 years, like, honestly. I am. I mean, I work out all the time, so I am pretty active, and you could definitely tell when I was working out or running or anything because I'd be like coughing up a lung. It was bad. So my mom's like, come on, you need to quit, and she was telling my dad and my sister, you know, we need to quit too. So we all agreed, like, new year, new me, we're all gonna quit. And this was probably like last year, like September or something. And I remember in November I went to the doctors and I was having some issues, some like health issues, and my doctor was like, you know, you really need to quit smoking. Have you tried quitting smoking? You really need to quit. And I'm like, no, I mean, I would like to. And he's like, I'll give you a prescription for it. You can see if your insurance pays for it and all that. And I'm like, okay, like, I didn't really want to quit. I was just saying okay, you know, just to tell him that. So I was like, okay, yeah, give me a prescription, I'll try. And that was probably like November. So months go by, and then January, and I'm like, I'll wait. I don't really want to quit right now. And my mom's like, just take the medication. Just try it. So I actually took my prescription to the pharmacy, and I finally went and picked it up. My insurance actually covered it. I do believe it's pretty pricey if your insurance doesn't cover it. I think it's around like $400 for just the 2-month prescription, which is what I got. So I started taking the Chantix. That's what I was taking. I guess I didn't mention that. You guys have probably heard it. It's just a medication you take to quit smoking. I started taking that on February 1st. And the milligrams were pretty low. I think it was like the first 3 days maybe, and then they got a little bit higher, and you would take a pill in the morning and at night. Well, the first day that I took it, it knocked me out. It made me so tired. I fell fell asleep at maybe 11 in the morning and woke up at like 8 at night. And then I went to bed an hour later. And I noticed that I had extremely vivid dreams. That's what they say one of the side effects is of it. So I had really vivid dreams, and then the next day I noticed that I was extremely nauseous and kind of like dizzy, but also like kind of foggy. I was kind of like out of it is how I felt. And I felt like that for the first 7 days. And then they tell you after the 7th day is when you can pick your quit date. So they tell you to pick your quit date between the 8th and the 30th day of taking the medication. And I was like, okay, I'll just do it on the 30th. That'll be my quit date. That was before I started it. But after I took it for 7 days, I'm like, I cannot take this for 2 months. Like, I felt terrible. After that, I kind of was like, okay, I'm going to pick the ninth day. That's going to be my quit date. So I'll take it for 2 more days after the first week, and that's it. So I noticed by the 3rd day that I wasn't craving cigarettes at all, and I was having maybe 2 or 3 a day. But I would go out, I would have a cigarette, maybe have a few puffs of it, and then I would put it down. It was kind of already making me sick. It didn't taste good. By the 8th day, this was my last day smoking, I told myself at night, I was having my last cigarette, I told myself, this is my last cigarette, I'm done. So that 9th day, I woke up, I didn't crave a cigarette at all. Like, I had no withdrawals, I didn't crave anything, I didn't even think about cigarettes. And at that point, the medication wasn't really making me sick anymore. The only thing was that I was kind of having vivid dreams, which a lot of people have. Yeah, I quit on that 9th day, and which would have been, I think it was like February 9th or something. After a week of quitting, I actually put on my Facebook, I quit smoking. My good friend Bryce called me and he's like, how'd you quit smoking? And I told him about Chantix, and I said, just go see if your insurance will cover it, otherwise you might have to pay for it. The next day, he went to the doctor's, he asked for a prescription, he took it to the pharmacy. His insurance actually only covered half of it, so I think he had to pay like maybe $200 or something. And he started taking it, and after 2 weeks, he quit smoking. So I was so excited that he quit too. So we both quit, and I only took the Chantix for 30 days. Some people take it for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. It all just depends if you're ready to stop taking it. I thought I was ready, which I was. I have not smoked, so I'm super proud of myself. I feel so good. It's almost been 6 months since I've quit. I have never felt better. I feel so good. I'm so proud of myself. I can tell that when I'm running and stuff, I'm breathing a lot better. I don't have a cough anymore. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope that if you are a smoker, I strongly encourage you to go to your doctors, get some information about Chantix, and maybe try it yourself. Hopefully this video will help you, make your decision, that step towards quitting. Comment down below if you are a smoker, if you've smoked in your past, if you've quit. I just want to hear all you guys' stories. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!